Please welcome to the ice scoring some of the Guildford final, the Guildford Fireflies. Your teams with on the titles, Division 1 final. Firstly, the designated home side, the Guildford Fireflies. 5, Benjamin Dallas. 16, Henry Griffiths. 20, James Chandler. 25, Finley Grace. 26, Jacob Chan. 36, Noah Evans. 39, Newbright Grant. 46, Elijah Evans. 49, Joseph Ball. 55, Mason Cox. 66, Logan Smith. 71, Antonio Chan. 74, Sebastian Rapaki. 77, Torin Rankin. 82, Milo Fong. 85, Mate Garner. 87, Levi Barnett. 88, Luke Ilyanovich. And 91, Archie Walton. They are the Guildford Fireflies. And let's do the teams for the Slough Jets. 5, Ali Jones. 7, Sammy DeFreitas. 14,
goal. Slough looking to do the double in this all-South clash. Guildford looking to reverse. There's going to be a chance straight away for Chandler. That's covered up by Piketon, who was unreal yesterday for Slough. Guildford trying to defend their national title, and they won a few years ago. Well, won last year. This first shift already flown by. It was an all-South affair in this age group as Telford won the last game to be one of the 12th Division 2 champions. Both these sides comfortably beat their northern counterparts in the semi-finals yesterday. Guildford knocked down the North champion Solihull 3-0. Didn't let them get close in that game at all. An unbelievable performance. Barely was able to leave. Didn't have to play basically any hockey in their half for a lot of it. And Slough, well, 6-1. They knocked down Sheffielders. A player down hurt. Penalty coming up. Guildford player heading to the box. Tripping call against Elijah Evans. Discussions about something going on. An early pause. I don't get many whistles, many stoppages of the clock in on the Swells. Well, whatever the issue was, now been sorted. So Evans, 2 minutes for tripping. Guildford cut off a large portion of this then with 4 skaters. One of the Guildford players takes a tumble. Slough now moving the quickest forward. It's Calvert. He's offside. So Guildford will just inch towards the end of this shift where they'll go back to 5-on-5 until the back round to his third line for Evans. So a steady start in this under-12s national final. Man, got a hat-trick yesterday and then went in the under-14 semi-final as Slough had a losing effort that time round, got an assist. Noah Owen, he's going to be a big threat to stop Guildford going back-to-back. It's hard to really call who would be favourites. Guildford, defending champions, but losing the league. Actually, last year it was Guildford who beat for defending champion Sheffield in the final. So perhaps form book says says Slough will be favourites. And onto their performance in the league. However, in the back of yesterday, Guildford just looked so tidy against the North champions. But in an unpredictable age group, such a closely matched division in the 12s all across the country, there's not really like a set standard couple of teams. There's such depth. And it might be who's going to be better on the day here. And Guildford charging forward. It's a great little move, and taking the stick away late there was Sinclair. A good defensive play by the Slough D-man. Missing the, well, losing the 50-50 rather. Was Sneddon and that. Then him hit the deck. So we're now going to change in towards that bottom line again. Evans will be out of the box soon. The Slough looking to take advantage as Evans coming out of the box, using the space that was still on offer before Evans joined the fray. But Calvert sent that one over the bar, back in towards the Slough zone. It's cleared. It will be picked up by Neve Reynolds. Certainly a nervy start for both sides, more cautious style of play. Both sides will know each other well. I don't want to take any risks to start off with, but there's going to be a break coming. Here's Albie Strachan-Jones, tried playing the drop pass, but a man had taken a more conventional position. And George Foster has to get back this time as Guildford will just play it down to the far part of the ice, at least away from the benches as they come out of. This was 6 minutes down in this under-12s national final. We'll side our first junior national champions of the year. Under-14s is right after this, and a couple of weeks away from 16s and 19s. Forced wide by Ball was Watson. Another the under-12s plays for Slough, but got some time in the under-14s. There's a great pass and just unable to release it off the stick. It was Charlie Ricketts. And again, at the other end, a great defensive play, and Mason Cox unhappy with that. As Guildford frustrated as Cox covered it up and he was charged on a bit. Well, we'll stay as is at the end of a shift. But Cox can't let that get to him. Perhaps maybe a bit of mind game. Slough starting to get set in this game. Feeling out process done, opening couple of rounds gone. Now we'll get to the business as Guildford will work this forward with Johanovic. Now Dallos got the opening goal in the semi-final. Sends that one over the bar though. Still moving with Guildford. They moved the puck around so well last year. They're charging forward into gaps this time, and it's just trickled in. Tiny bit over the line. Referee said it's done enough. And Guildford get it underway. They have a scoring underway in the most bizarre fashion. They're just tucked in over on the far side. Pangolin, who was amazing yesterday. A little blunder's got him beaten. Griffiths runs out of 50-50, but it only pushed out to wherever Slough left defender was waiting as we approach halfway in this first period. Levi Barnett with a credit on the first goal. The front period didn't look to go fully over the line, but referee could not be in a better position to see that one. Bang on halfway, top line's back out there. And both sides have such speed and talent. It was great poke check by Finley Stubbs. Stops the man coming in and splitting the Slough defence. Watson collects the outlet pass, swarmed on there with Owen, is shut down by both Grace and Ball. Smartly work. Perhaps a double pinch tactic running against for Slough 86. Not letting him get any headway in. Stubbs. Pass across again and Cox right at the buzzer. Covers that up. A little whack onto Annetts as he tried to crash it home after the buzzer. As Guildford can't clear the lines, it was nearly poached on. Now they'll move forward 3-on-3, and there's a good gap between these three. Can they take advantage of the slow back check? No, they can't. Well intercepted, but that's caught up in the wheels of Ethan Barnes, and down in the boards will scramble with a Guildford player. That's Dallas on the deck. Back up to his feet, Barnett, the goal scorer. Takes a put back forward, trying to split it into a gap, and it's pushed aside late. The shot staying low, but there's no one there for the rebound. Pygden was able to come out high and guide that away safely. Dallas. Just biding his time. Tries playing a stretch pass down the line as chaos on the slow change from both sides. Now we'll get back to standard 5-on-5. Players on the ice. Rangy shot blocked. Off balance was the free to see, can't keep it in. Now Rapaki will collect off the Slough number 7. It's all by himself here. Collects the rebound off the shot as well. There's no angle on it. Winding up the free test. Tipped just wide. Shot not quick enough for a soft tip to make any impact. It stays heavy and just staying onside. A bit of look missing on the stick there with Snedden, but actually Fenn found his skate, which was the right side of the blue line. Back with top lines for their penultimate shift of the period. Guildford just lead by a solitary goal. Out towards Owen though, he's got a bit of space and he can shoot, but it's well blocked out in front, and Cox sees it well, and there's some pushing and shoving as Watson couldn't took one home, and now back the other way Guildford. Stood tall was Finley Stubbs. He didn't allow Finley Grace an inch past him. Rankin plays right back in deep. Now we'll break out with Slough. It's not going to be enough time for Watson to get a chance as his shot right on the buzzers, blocked aside by Ball. Back out to his second line, the line that gave Guildford the go-ahead goal in this national final. Dallas was able to make the move past Mark Ocean, but recovering D. did enough. Dallas cut off again. He's strong, but Margosian playing the body well. Just forcing the man off his path. And Guildford putting pressure on at least for D, but the D aren't wilting any mistakes. Pagden hasn't had to see many, just had that one little blunder. He went through the 5-hole. Now back to the thirds. As Evans collects a stretch pass on a swivel though. It's allowed bodies to get back, but he's actually able to find a way past and scrambling, it's tucked home. Bo Griffin missing, trying to swipe that away. It forced Pagden to make the play with his stick instead, but that dropped him into a committing position. When that didn't get out of the slot, the Guildford players coming forward was able to mount a challenge, but was too strong to be cleared away by Slough, and Guildford double their lead. The underdogs, the South runners up against this Slough side. There's a chance late as well there. Jacob Chan. Final shifts of the period. Rankin. Watson. Quick moving Slough. Great work back with Watson. He wasn't able to angle the shot properly. Ball with a good stick. Made it awkward. Guildford scrambled to clear us out as this top line for Slough certainly can do some damage. Owens tries drifting into the centre to get it back up to the point. Now with Stubbs. Shooting through traffic, the rebound's there, winding up, and again Guildford scrambling to block shots. They do it well, and Rankin is going to get a 2-on-1 in. They've only got 5 seconds to work with. Rankin, can he pull the trigger quick enough? No commands to shoot, now they'll get one, and Chandler can't tip that out of the air. That's the first period done for line 1. There's the final shifts for line 2 now come out. Hopefully though, it was a positive one for Slough. See if they can build on that. Use the pressure that was put on by their first line and do the same to a second, but Guildford trying to fire back as well as Dallas just nipping one wide of the net of Pagden. And offside it goes. Barnett quickly as he's off, he's back on, trying to get his second, but a great stick by the diving Jed Price, sees that one aside. Now Chan. Falling off his stick, mid-wrist shot. Might get one last chance here. Well, Slough with 10 seconds left in the shift will push forward. Can the trigger be pulled this time? The other way! And Cox pats that away. We're into the final minute of the period. The net is miles off. Guildford will just settle it down behind where the net should be and allow the referee to settle that back down. Now they'll push forward. Trying to make it a 3-goal period for the number 2 seed in this final. Actually, a couple of tumbling bodies for Guildford is actually going to give them a chance. 1-0. Calvert! Brilliant save by Cox. Little pump fake, tried to play the 5-hole Calvert. But Cox reads it well. And it should kill off the final few seconds, and Guildford unable to stay on their feet, offered the chance up. And now one final push for the Surrey side. Unable to release the puck off the stick, and that's going to be it for the first period. 18 minutes down. And Cox with a great play at the end keeps it at a duck for Slough. Guildford lead 2-0 for the under-12s national final. The 12s national final back underway, second period. Wasn't all Guildford, but the scoreline suggests that 2-0, but a couple of good saves from Mason Cox. As men for the Surrey side in pole position right now. A lot of these players part of that under-12s national title winning unit from last year, 12 months ago. They want to do it again. Slough, South champions, gonna want to upset that record and do what Guildford did last year and defeat the defending champions to become champions themselves. Under 12's almost working. There's a linear system, like in boxing. Both sides have worked very hard to be here. A clever play by Cox will just mean he forces the Slough pressure away from him. Covering up and buying a little bit of time. And opens up space for Dallos. He's already been able to get himself a goal this weekend, so he knows how to fire one past the netminder. Just kept in by Chan. Great work relenting the pressure. Levi Barnett got the opening goal for Guildford. Ever patient, couldn't get a quality shot towards another Piketon who yesterday proved tough to beat. We'll see if he can keep up that form. Slough started slowish as well yesterday against Sheffield. So expect them to grow into it. Took Noah Owen a while to get going, but once he did, he was able to put in a hat-trick performance before the under-14 semi-final. Where then again got on the score sheet with an assist, so top prospect out in Slough. That's misplayed at the board, but there's no one in a blue and red jersey to put the pressure on. Although a loose pass around will turn it over rather cheaply. Back to the junior Jets and a powerful wrist shot going wide. Slough not urgent to get there with Calvert yet, and actually a bit quicker. Nice. Guildford weren't quick getting across to cover. Well, B running out of time, but now Torren Rankin pushed off and down, no penalty. It looked to be a body check, but letting things go in the national final. Good stick, just gets it back over the blue line as Slough look to set up a rush. Rankin will try again. Pressure from Watson just forces Rankin to play it round, and those two have a bit of a coming together, words exchanged. But it's with Owen between bodies. Oh, it's a lovely move. Brilliant centering pass. Oh, what a play! What a pass! What a shot! Between the legs, Owen moves, and then just an optimistic pass through. I don't know if there was a shout or something from Watson, but he was trailing it miles away, and it still ended up tape to tape. And a quick shot rising into the top corner beats Cox for the first time. And you knew it wouldn't be long before the Slough top unit got firing. And what a way to do it. We're back to a one-goal game. Dallos trying to extend the gap back, but that's swiped away. Towers over his man. He's going to go to the box for this, and there's going to be a coincidental coming together afterwards. Again, bodies hitting the deck. Oh, and another one. It's a slashing call against Guildford. Barnett. Good reach, picks that up past Ward close. We'll go from a tight angle. Pygden will hold on to that. Well, for the second time of asking, tried to drop it, spilt. They've had to dive on that again. Barnett reading it well, putting the pressure on, but Pygden recovers, and now Slough charge forward again. And back at the end of this shift, their shot gets blocked. And round to safety will kill off this shift as the third lines head onto the ice for the second time this period. I was trying to go through the middle and find Jacob Chan, but he lost an edge. There's no icing in 12s. So it's just going to be picked up by Neve Reynolds, and she'll try and find the man on this right wing. Stevens, smart to try and find Calver, but he just got spun around as his stick got tied up and he was collateral damage with it. But Slough still end up getting it in the zone. Snedden. Just scrambling for half the shift to get the puck set. As soon as Guildford get it in the zone, it's back out again. And a good little stick there by Alvy Strachan-Jones. Gets the shot away, but again, the shot interfered with. It's all too easy for Cox to clear that away. And now the top line's back out there, moving with a bit of speed. Here's James Chandler, top goal scorer for Guildford this season. Oh, and he can't stay quiet either. The firepower on both sides will not be repressed. And Chandler's similar looking goal to the first one deflects through the 5-hole. And as Guildford want the celebrations, the referee says absolutely not. We're going again. And why wouldn't you? It's been a good final so far. As Guildford get the gap back up to 2. Noah Owen looks to charge forward for a quick response. Between 1, 2, Owen. Great stick by Bolvo. He's been a fantastic in defence in the semi-final. Do similar. Pressure coming out from Rankin at the point, but can't clear it out though. Little pump fake. The shot blocked though. And Guildford will clear it out at the end of the shift. So they can celebrate that one. Grace unhappy with the timing, but it's another goal on the board at the hands of the top line for the Fireflies. Slough. The question of if they can score goals isn't going to be in question. Yes, we've already got one, but finding 6 yesterday. There's a lot in the final period as that's a flamboyant save from Xavery Pygden. Approach halfway in our under-12s national final. Calvert caught in 2 minds whether to pinch or not was Griffiths, and then when he finally makes the decision, just beat for pace. The pass can't be played through. Calvert also having a puck stuck to him like glue, and it's going to be a big penalty coming up there as Calvert is going to go for cross-checking, and he protests, but it definitely was a 2-hand to the back at least. I'm happy about it, but for Guildford fans below us, but it definitely was. A 2-hand to the back's one of the easiest ones to call for a referee. Passions and emotions run high. Guildford, 4 skaters right now, will be aided by Pygden covering that up, because it's going to bring them back to 5 as we reach a halfway stage in this final. Guildford lead 3 goals to honours. It's back to business for the top lines as Owen again looking to get his first goal of the final. Just sends that wide, kept in by scrambling Stubbs. Now skating that is the lone goal scorer for Slough, Watson. Back with Owen. Ricketts mishandles that, it will come out. And Owen will drop to offer support. He lets that go by him though, and now Guildford They're able to be a bit more aggressive on the pressure. Stubbs. Lost the wing, it's trying to play it to Watson, but he changed path right at the end. And now Chandler's trying to jump onto the loose puck as Guildford getting a bit messy over on the far side, but it's totaled up by the Junior Jets again. 5 seconds left for Owen in this shift. Watson pulls the trigger lane, it's blocked off Rankin as he was about to turn to the bench. Barnett. That was brilliant work by Barnett. Just couldn't pull the trigger again. A lot of the times, both sides have got players where it's almost been like there has been glue on the blade of their stick, but actually the puck has bounced handedly to Guildford as they briefly had a 3-on-1, and fantastic defensive work. Price pushing his man wide, not only slowed him down and bought time for bodies to get back, but didn't allow any shot towards Pygden. It's back with Margosian. They'll try and set off an attack this time around with 5 seconds left on the shift toward close. They'll just be patient, and again, smartly done, using the clock to their advantage, and it's dropped off right to the gate. Nearly falling against Slough, though. As well, too slow moving, it should have been taken away for a 1-0, but instead they still get it in deep. A couple missed stick lifts end up giving Guildford possession. And their third line come forward again, back to full strength they go as Barner's out of the box. Packy unhappy, he's going. Oh well, Barner probably going to get away with one there. Looked to blow the whistle on a cross check. Well, if you were unhappy about the first penalty, well, I think Slough can be a bit unhappy on that one, as Barner, he was frustrated about something and you could see in his eyes he was going to go for a retaliation. And he stays out of the box as well. Slough charging on again. Owen, oh, it's a great attempted pass, trying to split the bodies, but just out of reach of Ethan Annetts. We have another penalty coming up. There's a couple of Guildford players were tangled up in themselves. The helmet straps looping over each other, it seems, as we get a whistle. We'll get the buzzer rather, sorry, to change. First shot that Pygden's seen in a while, covered it up as it was a looping one from the blue line. We're coming to the back end of this second period. Slough finding a rhythm a bit more, especially with the top line. But the game starting to feel that little bit more tighter. But with Guildford starting the stronger of the two sides, waking up earlier and getting the 2 goals at the start, with such little to be able to split them now. It could be costly error. That 5 extra minutes in bed that Slough seemed to take. There's 4 minutes left in the second period. Griffiths happy to just send that down and will be sticked aside by Pygden. Mishandle on there as they try to scoop that down the boards, and Pygden's unhappy. As Barner again in the action, frustrated. Was a chop down there at the netminder. But cooler heads prevailed as the netminder realised it was too risky to be making that decision. As out comes Rapaki. Back to 5. And a great chance. Oh, brilliant shot. First one into the left corner this time round. Slough are finding the right corner. And Albie Strachan Jones winds up and brings it to a 1-goal game once more. Open up his body perfectly to place that shot in the top corner. And just like the first goal for Slough was offside, should have turned possession over there. Get a bit lucky there, Slough. But Guildford leaving a man all alone in the slot. And again, oh, just couldn't be controlled. Just a man taking 2 steps back. Guildford not tight enough for the backdoor plays. It's not the first time Ethan Annex has come close. If he can get one to settle on his stick and have a quick release on the shot, he's going to find himself on the board as well in those positions. There's a second period done for the top line is charging in now, and a brilliant move, but just getting something on it was Pygden. Guildford still push on as Slough can't fully clear it out. Now they'll do so. Just over a minute and a half left in the second period. Under 12's national final. This could go right down to the wire. Some great bit of speed pushing on. Now Slough fans in the voice. A great stick lift. Hampered by it. Runs out of ice for an angle there, Barnett, as he looks for his second, and that's going to be the second line's second period done. Through into the final minute. Barner trying to go between bodies, he's brought down. Oh, brilliant work, Albie Strachan Jones, and a kick save by Cox. Loose up towards De Freitas in Miss Howell's van. We're going to get a one-on-one here. Actually, it's a two-on-one, but Griffiths is only a defender. He's got to try and get past Reynolds. D versus D on the one-on-one, and Pygden shuts that down. Still time for Guildford, but out skating that was Griffin. He just wanted to get back to his defensive positions. They've got 3 at the blue line, trying to wrap it around on a fantastic stick. Griffiths winds up, tipped. Oh, just wide. Would have been remarkable to get it back to a 2-goal lead right at the end of the period. But we're 36 minutes down. There's 18 to go. All to play for. All to be decided in the Under-12s National Championship. Who is going to take the glory? Guildford or Slough? Find out in just a moment. Under-12 National Championship for 2026 here in the Bauer Arena inside Iron Sheffield. Guildford with a 1-goal advantage. Slough trying to pull the comeback and deny Guildford back-to-back titles in this age group. Potentially the second year in a row if Slough can pull the comeback off. Where we'll have the defending champion unseated from their throne. We've still got a lot of hockey to be played. See the fate of these two sides. Stubbs brings it forward onside with a bit of speed. Sends that towards the net. They're trying to play the back door again. Another cheeky little whack on the follow through. It was by Ethan Anna. It's not the first time. And Cox, very visible in his protests. Guildford, Swift Dallos. Outstrengthed by Neve Reynolds as he loses possession. That was brilliant work. Guildford just feeding the pass through perfectly, but Jehanovic has been a bit unfortunate this weekend with his luck. Ended up receiving that on his backhand. Barnes is going to be offside. Well, all of Slough's going to be offside here. There's out skating a puck with Slough going onside. Or going over the blue line before the puck was onside, rather. Calvert moving it forward. There was a gap to go into. Didn't fancy himself quick enough, and he still was able to get a shot away despite being hampered. There's some words exchanged as well. It's getting nippy again. Sent back in by Snedden. Slough again trying, pushing forward. There was a gap for Albie Strachan-Jones, who's been good in the second half of this game so far. Just wasn't able to be quick enough, jump into that gap. And Guildford smartly just hold as we get the whistle. The buzzer, it's a turnover, those top lines are back out. Quickly tidied up, and Guildford will charge forward themselves. Chandler. Great stick by Owen. Trying to stick handle his way around bodies, but Guildford too quick to react to the moves. And unable to move through neutral ice. Rankin, as he stepped off, actually allowed Stubbs through. Takes a tumble, but still with Noah Owen trying to tie the game here. As Cox, a little bit cheeky, there's going to be a penalty coming up. And someone on the rink's got to go as Cox. We're going to get a pause in play. And someone on the ice is going to have to go to the box. And they're completely unaware of it, Guildford, but Cox dragging someone down. You see it'd been boiling over.
Penalty on the Guildford Fireflies, number 55. Mason Cox receives 2 minutes for the record. Penalty time, 37.45 seconds. Starting off at 5-2, the record of 3-7-45.
5 seconds of a power play effectively as Cox swarms on Vat, and Vat's a little bit cheeky and now it's going to boil over. And Cox is, well, is all boiling over. Perhaps take a while to sort out. Oh, this gets interesting with all the lines as well mixed up, so we'll see how this goes. Just discussing with the coaches on each bench. Now the penalty's finally getting added on. I'll bring you them when we can. Ready to get back underway then. 14 minutes to play. Yeah, sensed that something was going to boil over and it did. Hopefully that's the last of it. So, Watson for Slough. It's 2 minutes for slashing.
Firstly, on the Guildford Fireflies, number 66, Logan Smith receives 2 minutes of roughing.
Logan Smith receiving 2 minutes for roughing, and actually it's a brilliant move. Here's Barnett. Brilliant blocker save by Pygden, rising that one over. Calm as you like as Barnett. It's been good off, that's off the post, the rebound. And that's the end of the shift. I can't put on a chance with Pygden, a couple nervy moments there in that minute. And fends it off, that's poor as it's out to Evans. closed down well, though. Evans hesitates on the shot. It's back out. And now Slough try pushing forward. Albie Strachan-Jones, unassisted, has to try and take it on his own accord. Now, just offside go Guildford. Now with Strachan-Jones again, he's still got time. He's outstrength Swan, trying to cut through. It's a lovely move. Cox, brilliant! Oh, and on the backhand as well. Albie Strachan-Jones. It's a lovely move. Cox reads it well. And as Pygan is calm at one end, following suits for Guildford netminder. And Owen, only with an assist in this game. He's been quiet. Guildford have done well neutralising him, but now he's got a bit more space, but he's stuck on his backhand. He'll swivel that. It's a bit of a wasted play. Guildford with only 3 out there right now. It's 4 on 3. The extra space might help them. Stubbs trying to curl around. I've got 30 seconds or so to work with this. Deflection off the shot of Ricketts. Picked back up by Stubbs. Players ready to come out of the box. Ricketts winds up, snatches at that, and Guildford can't quite clear it. Now they'll do that with Ball, and Chandler is quick. Can he get there first? He will do so. Has the aid of the boards. Grace is out of the box as well. 4 on 4. Running out of time to get the shot away. Was Annex. He's been good this game. He's come close and back to full strength for a go. Barnes, Guildford just over-committing to the near side, going to leave a gap for Slough to jump in. That's off the side netting, Ward close. Again, both of the goals Guildford have conceded have come from leaving someone exposed down in the centre and pinching over to where the puck is too much. Dallos, brilliant move, not glove down into loose on the rebound, and scrambling's Pygden. But Slough get bodies back to aid them. And either side wanting to really skate to it. Could have been a free possession. Guildford will work it out, and that'll be the end of this shift. As we're nearing, well, we are at 10 minutes to go. Nearing halfway in this final period. Slough trail by a goal. Tensions up high. Sometimes you want the best of the best. With North 1 versus North 2, oh, it's a brilliant pick. Going to be a chance, and well defended by Griffiths. Still stuck in the feet, though Slough can't dig it out. Mistake there by Bo Griffin, and now Griffiths again getting a fast break. But he's not the quickest at all, being a big D-man. And Guildford probably could have had 2 more goals to their tally if 2 of those breaks weren't with Griffiths. Just onside by an inch. Doesn't matter how close it is, Focus. Cox says no to that one. And shutting off a bit again, Griffiths. That's going to bobble towards Cox, and he'll hold on to that for safety. Three shifts left each in this under-12s national final. 3 shifts left in these players' seasons. Great stick by Grace. Can't carry on with the puckers. Owen's trying to pick a pocket. Grace will just send this in, and a brilliant diving stop, and even the Guildford fans below us appreciated that one by Pygden. And even though it looks to be going wide, it's worthwhile holding on to it, because you get the whistle, which forces Guildford out of your zone, gives you a free possession, but Guildford are quick back to it. Round the boards it goes, received awkwardly. And Slough will try and push forward just onside. There's not long left. Again. In this shift, Stubbs will be happy to leave that there. Guildford trying to sing their team home. Got 7.5 minutes to at best, or at worst rather, just not concede. Bit of an error there from Cox, and he recovers quickly. Guildford, not the best of shots to put pressure on. And it's covered up again by Cox. He's got to be so nervous with some of the pressure. The wrong decision to come out there. Doesn't end up being costly though. Good vision to spot Barnes across, but time had run out. But Guildford well getting off the bench. Briefly offside. And now distraction Jones again. He's got to contend with Snedden. Can't get past him though. Snedden stands up well. Hits the deck, but he's done everything he needed to there to stop Albie distraction Jones, and the threat he has been on this third line. And he is getting so tense in here. You can see it's become a little less fluid. You can see the players are nervous. For 2 periods they've been so fluid. Calvert has his shot tipped aside. 2 shifts to go. Just rimmed round and out of his zone. If that's the wisest play to give Slough top line free possession, we'll wait and see. Outskating that one, Owen quickly tidies that up though. Stubbs. There's a bit of space opening up now. One-timer. Covered up by Cox again. Watson hoping for a rebound, not given. Great vision across to the far side, trying to find Grace. Got 20 seconds, no assistance. But every second killed off, the second closer for Guildford to back-to-back titles. And a roughing penalty. And an unsportsmanlike penalty to return. Grace with a roughing, and then frustrations as he tapped the man on the back and said, well done. Stubbs gets called. We'll wait for an interesting, basically 4-on-4 for the final shift of the top lines. Barnett looking to put 1 foot on the trophy, and it's in, and it's given. Net flies off, but it's not to matter. Piketon beaten for the 4th time in Guildford. Jump up in jubilation. 1 step closer perhaps. They able to kill off a few seconds as well. Off the face-off, quickly won by Sinclair. Now there's 4 and a bit minutes to find 2 goals. The task for Slough even harder. Reminder, 2 more games as well today. If you've just bought a game pass, well, why? Buy the tournament pass. Watch all the games. We've still got 2 left. After this, it's the big one. It's the under-14s Division 1 national final, and an attempted stretch pass. Stick down for, no high stick. Albie Distraction Jones still pushing on. He takes a tumble. And he'll have 1 shift left after this. He's been so threatening. Guildford can't clear it out. That's going to bobble awkwardly. Just wide of Cox's net though. Distraction Jones. Again, kept in by Reynolds. Sent in towards the mixer. 15 seconds left to do something on this shift. And it's cleared out, and they'll probably not be able to make headway. Final shift for the top lines. 4 on 4 for basically 60 seconds. Owen trying to make from home. Brilliant save by Cox. The blockers by the side. Out comes Grace and Stubbs. Slough trying to move the puck quickly. Can they get it out of the mixer? And Guildford, yes they can. And we'll just clear it down. It's basically played like a 3-minute penalty kill here. But Slough still have to believe. They can't give up hope. And it's a brilliant stretch pass out towards Watson. He just can't control it. He would have been home to a 1-0. And now we have to get out again. Owen. Final few seconds for the top lines. 2 minutes to find 2 for Slough. Can Guildford hold on? Mishandled by Guildford. Pressure coming on from Isabel Ward close. Barnett shut down, kept in by Chan. Slough scrambling to gain possession back. Conceding here would surely seal it for Guildford. Little bit niggly again. Cleared out. 15 seconds to make a run on in here. Off. There's a whistle, just confused Harris. Now we're into the final minute almost. Offside again. Goes Sinclair. 1 minute away for Guildford. And seconds will be killed off for it being down in their zone first. Calvert keeps that onside though as they try to dump it down up to the blue line. Can't be kept in by Reynolds. Offside. They have to leave it, and that's surely going to be it then. There's 40 seconds to go, but every second killed off. The task surely going to be too hard for Slough. The South League flipped again. Number 2 seed for back-to-back years in a row. Going to be national champions. They did it last year. They've got 10 seconds to go here. It's going to fall offside as well. There's nothing they're going to be able to do. Guildford know it. They raised the roof here. 2025, 2026. It's raining equipment. Guildford Fireflies are your under-12s national champions once again.
post-game presentations. Firstly, the spirit of the game winners. Firstly, for the Slough Jets, that goes to number 22, Isabella Ward-Close.
Isabella Ward-Close gets spirit of the game for the champion, for the runners-up. Fantastic in defence. Just wasn't enough.
And the spirit of the game winner for the Guildford Fireflies goes to number 87,
Levi Barnett got the opening goal, set the ball rolling for Guildford. And he gets spirit of the game for them.
To the blue line as they medals and hats to collect. So firstly, number 2, Rocco Snedden.
And now for the second year in a row, Guildford have their names called forward to collect medals.
Five, Benjamin Dallas. 16, Henry Griffiths. 25, Finley Grace. 26, Jacob Chan. 36, Noah Evans. 39, Yuvraj Rout. 46, Elijah Evans. 49, Joseph Ball. 55, Mason Cox. 66, Logan Smith. 71, Antonio Chan. 74, Sebastian Mahaki. 77, Tommy Rankin. 82, Milo Fong. 85, Matej Barner.
And now for the captain. They've all had their time. It's James Chandler to collect his championship medal and hat. And now for the trophy. What I've spent all year working towards. For the second year in a row. And your under-12s national champions for the second year in a row is the Guildford Fireflies. Victorious against South rival Slough. League champions, unable to convert it in national champions. Halfway through. We've got 2 more to go. Up next, round the corner. It's the big one. Under-14s national final. That's you off in 20 minutes time at 1:30. It's the Nottingham Lions versus Leeds United in an all-North clash for the 14s title. We'll see you very shortly.